Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It is official. The Ukrainians conquered or liberated Lyman. The Russians are running towards Vladivostok. So let's see what's going on here. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda and it's from October 1st, 2022. Armed forces of Ukraine liberate the entire city of Lyman. The Ukrainian military has liberated the entire city of Lyman in Donetsk Oblast. Donetsk is it's already in was under the referendum, right? And it was also Putin said that that's already signed and it's independent, but somehow they have Ukrainian forces on it. Source: video of soldiers hoisting the Ukrainian flag at the administration building in Lyman, posted by Kirilo Timoshenko, the deputy head of the office of the president, on Telegram. Quote from the military: "Today, the armed forces of Ukraine, namely the 81st Air Mobile Brigade, together with units of the National Guard of Ukraine, including the General Kulchinsky battalion, liberated and took control of the city of Lyman in Donetsk Oblast." Details: the video shows Ukrainian soldiers throwing down Russian flags from the roof of the administrative building and raising the Ukrainian one. Now, do you think that Russians did not have time to pick them up or something, or they just let them over there to be desecrated by the enemy? Anyway, background. On Saturday, a Ukrainian flag was hoisted on the entrance of the recently liberated city of Lyman, Donetsk Oblast. The Ministry of Defense of Russia reported the withdrawal of its troops from Lyman. However, Deputy Minister of the Defense Hanna Maliar reported that fighting is still going on in Lyman. In his evening address, President Volodymyr Zelensky noted that the Ukrainian flag is already flying in Lyman, but hostilities are still ongoing. That was yesterday. Today they took control of Lyman. So, another big town under the control of Ukrainian forces, another defeat of the Russian allies. That's how they call themselves, allies. So if they go like this, by December they will be liberating everything. And good for them. If they're better, what can you do? I know, don't be upset now, but what am I supposed to say? That they're worse but winning? I used the same words when the Russians were winning, so now they're losing. So there you have it. The problem is, how far will the Ukrainians go with this? They say they will not stop. The sponsors said, we're going to give you even more weapons and more than you even asked for. So we'll see if that occurs. We'll see how far the Russians will retreat and how much they were or are able to take. The problem is that's going to be considered Russian territory in about 2 days or 3 days or so, and then the Russians could potentially use any means necessary to blow them up. And I don't think they will use conventional weapons, because they're going to use the same argument as the Americans used in the Second World War. We want to save our troops' lives. That was the argument, and shorten the war. So that would, I think, shorten the war and the world, because I think if they do that, and the threats of the Americans will happen, which I don't think will come into fruition, because, as I said before, they have more to lose than these guys, and I don't think they will do shit. If they say, yeah, we're going to bring troops, Putin's going to say, okay, bring them on, and we're going to nuke whatever. You want to go that far? We're going to go that far, if he uses it. Now, you know that Ramzan Kadyrov, the Chechen leader, already said, is the only one who said it straight, that Russia should use, low intensity nuclear weapons in Ukraine war. Well, Now you always have people that you activate in order to say certain things, or you let them loose and then you leash them and you pull them, then you let them, pull them. Now this is Kadyrov. Now I don't know if Kadyrov is just a loose cannon, or he's just a, I don't know, scary guy over there to scare the guys with the opposition enemies with his comments. I think it could be both, and I think he's told what to say, not what to say, what to, when he goes too far. I think it's just, hey, and then he's going to calm down a little bit, but not with this. I think he plays the right role in this. The announcer, the person who's the crazy one, who is a loose cannon, and make a little bit of contrast for the Western countries, like, oh, you talk about Putin being crazy, look at this guy. And believe me, there are some other people in Russia that are, they would have probably, no, certainly I can say that they would have used nuclear weapons already if they had the power. Especially in these circumstances where Russia is not doing too well, let's put it euphemistically into the context. So Lyman, they got that one. As I said, what's coming next? What can Russians do? The only thing that they can do is bring those newly enlisted, conscripted military personnel, Russian citizens, to fight. We'll see. We'll see if they will have an impact, or if Russia will have, how do you call it, the patience to see what happens. On the other hand, I thought, and I still think, that Russia did not fight with its, how should I put it, main troops, much as it fought with the Chechens, fought with volunteers from the territories that I think they felt the burden of liberating their territories, and the Russians supported them, helped them. But on the other hand is, why do you have to ask 300 people, up to 300 people, to join the military? Where is your military? Decimated? This guy said, the intelligence, the Western intelligence said that there's no more than 150,000 Russians that participated. They were over there ready to enter and so on. Never was more than that. At one point, when the Ukrainians had their mobilization, it was about 900,000 people. Not only the military, it was people, and volunteers and all that. Volunteers not too many, but anyway, there were. But the Russians did not use their, 900,000 standing army. Well, there's another places on this planet, on their territory, but you use 150,000, and then you have to ask the population to come and help? Where's your active military? Is that what it is? You didn't have it? Possibly. Why would you ask those civilians to join now? That's not good. No good PR, and the society doesn't like that. So if you bring this in and they're gonna die, some, right? Then imagine that you're gonna have some movements in your society and not good ones. So what are they gonna do? Then drop what they need to drop? When? We'll see. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.